Right now, the largest transfer of wealth in human history is happening in plain sight. And if you aren't tracking it, you are losing. Why are millions of hardworking people falling behind despite working 60-hour weeks? It's not a lack of effort. It's a rigged game. The rules your parents taught you, Jian, go to school, get a stable job, save cash in the bank, are now a guaranteed recipe for financial failure.
There is an invisible mechanism draining your bank account every single night while you sleep. But those who understand it are growing richer.
In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on the silent wealth siphon and showing you the three-step asset shift to protect your future. By the end of this breakdown, you will see the global economy completely differently. Let's look at what is actually happening. First, understand the income trap. You might be earning more money than you did 5 years ago, yet feeling significantly poorer. Official inflation metrics don't measure the assets you want to buy. They measure basic survival goods, masking real wealth erosion.
This is known as the Cantillon effect. The closer you are to the source of new money printing, the more purchasing power you extract.
Institutional funds aren't hoarding cash. They are buying real estate, infrastructure, and monopolies because they know cash is dying. The wealthy use debt to acquire assets. They borrow cheap, depreciating money to buy appreciating real estate, letting inflation pay off the loan.
If you leave your money sitting in traditional savings, you are voluntarily funding the system that is pricing you out of financial freedom.
In 1970, a single income could buy a home, support a family, and secure a pension. Today, two incomes barely cover rent.
The middle class is being eroded, effectively splitting society into two distinct economic classes: asset owners and assetless workers. If you do not own assets that appreciate faster than the rate of currency creation, you are legally being taxed out of existence. Think of it as working on a treadmill. You run faster and faster, but the machine keeps speeding up under your feet.
Whenever a crisis hits, the solution is always the same: print more currency. But where does that printed currency actually go? It flows straight into financial assets first. Equities and real estate surge, enriching those who already own them before prices hit stores. By the time those printed dollars reach your paycheck, prices at the store have already adjusted upward. You get the bill, not the benefit. To make matters worse, tax codes globally favor asset appreciation and capital over active labor. You pay more tax on effort than ownership.
Why didn't they teach us this in school? Because industrial-era education was built to create compliant employees, not financial sovereigns. The system needs workers to keep producing and consumers to keep spending. Saving depreciating cash keeps you trapped on the wheel. Once you realize that high income alone will not save you, you can finally change your strategy and play the game to win. Let's break down the 4 pillars driving this transfer, starting with the biggest silent stealer of all: currency debasement. When money lost its physical anchor, central banks gained the power to adjust the money supply without physical limits. When the money supply expands by 20% in a single year, your cash reserve loses an equivalent amount of relative purchasing power. Holding cash for years is like holding ice in the sun. It might look solid now, but it's guaranteed to vanish. This is why billionaires don't hold millions in bank accounts. They store their wealth in irreplaceable, productive real assets. Pillar number 2, debt. Consumer debt destroys you. Strategic asset debt expands your net worth during inflationary cycles. If you borrow money at a fixed rate to buy a cash-flowing asset, inflation erodes the real burden of that debt over time. As you can see, the credit card debt spirals out of control while the mortgage debt shrinks. The bank lends you today's valuable dollars, and you pay them back decades later with far less valuable dollars. That is leverage. Pillar number 3, taxes. Most people treat taxes as an unavoidable fee. The wealthy view the tax code as an instruction manual. Governments write tax incentives to encourage behaviors they want: housing development, job creation, and capital investment. Pillar number 4, asset monopoly. When land and equity are bought up by institutions, rental yields flow upward forever. This creates a permanent renter class unless you intentionally pivot from being a consumer to becoming an owner. Now that you understand how the system extracts wealth, let's go over the exact blueprint to position yourself on the winning side. Phase 1. Increase your capital conversion rate. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much active income turns into assets. Every dollar that enters your possession must be treated like a soldier. Assign it a mission to return with more soldiers. When your assets begin generating yield, that yield buys your lifestyle, not your active physical labor. Phase 2. Acquire assets that control economic bottlenecks. Think dividend-paying monopolies, prime land, or proprietary technology. When you own things society cannot function without, your pricing power automatically rises along with inflation. Keep minimum cash for short-term liquidity, hold equity for growth, and hold hard assets for ultimate wealth preservation. Phase 3. Seek asymmetric opportunities, investments or businesses where your downside is capped, but upside is exponential.
In the digital age, building media, code, or intellectual property offers near zero marginal cost of reproduction and global scale.
You no longer need millions in factory machinery to build an empire. You need leverage, focus, and modern financial literacy. When your digital equity and physical assets generate cash flow 24/7, you become immune to corporate layoffs and economic downturns. Active income builds survival. Portfolio income builds freedom. The goal is to transition from active worker to asset allocator as fast as possible. Think of your personal balance sheet like a game of strategy. Protect your king, your time, by deploying your pawns into the field. History proves that every market dislocation creates life-changing opportunities for those who hold liquid capital and remain unemotional. While the average consumer panics during volatility, trained investors view pullbacks as wealth asset sales on discount. Stop evaluating items by what they cost in dollars. Start evaluating them by how many asset hours they cost you to acquire. That new phone doesn't cost $1,000. It costs $1,000 plus 10 years of compound interest that could have bought your freedom. When you shift your perspective to opportunity cost, impulse spending vanishes and strategic capital accumulation becomes second nature. The global financial engine never sleeps. It is constantly allocating resources to those who understand its mechanics. Consistency is the ultimate secret. Compounding looks invisible for the first 3 years, then completely unstoppable by year 10. Do not let short-term noise distract you from long-term execution. The system relies on your impatience to profit off your mistakes. Self-education is your ultimate hedge. In an era of rapid change, knowledge of capital allocation is the highest leverage skill. Let's translate this analysis into immediate execution. Here are 3 concrete actions you can take starting today. Action 1. Audit your personal cash flow statement. Identify leaks, eliminate high-interest consumer debt, and optimize fixed costs. Action 2. Automate your asset allocation. Set up automatic recurring investments into broad market index funds or hard assets. Action 3. Develop at least one scalable secondary income stream focused on equity creation or high-value service skills. We are living in an era where anyone with an internet connection can access global markets, launch businesses, and build real assets. The barrier to entry has never been lower, but the requirement for discipline and financial clarity has never been higher. The choice before you is simple. Remain passive and let currency inflation erode your effort, or adapt and build lasting wealth. Every dollar you reallocate today is a vote for your future independence and a shield against economic uncertainty. The silent wealth transfer is real, and it is moving fast. But equipped with these principles, you are no longer unprepared. Master the mechanics of money. Own productive assets, leverage strategic debt, and protect your purchasing power at all costs. You now have the framework that took most wealthy families generations to figure out. The execution phase starts now. If this video gave you value, share it with someone who needs to see the truth about how today's economy really functions. Subscribe to join our community of proactive investors committed to mastering finance and securing true freedom. Thank you for watching. Take action on what you learned today, stay focused, and I will see you in the next video. Build assets, protect your time, master the game.